There is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Schlotterbeck gets the nod here. Anything we should note about him, Jim?
Well, Peter, I'd be interested to see if they'll be turning to him to build a play up from the back. He's a very good defender too, of course, but defensive abilities alone aren't always enough these days. This guy can play.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. He's found a way through. And this is Messi, delivered with swing. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. And it's Van Basten. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Cantona. Donadoni. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Zola. And he welcomes it in. He's shifting through the gears here. Real chance! Battling for the right to play in the early stages. And here's Messi. And he's managed to get free. And a chance! Goal! Galatasaray! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Barcelona really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Donadoni.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Raul. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Good read, needed to be. Doué has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Lovely pass, but can he get there? This is a promising build-up. Cantona. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Van Basten. And here's Cantona, and it's made its way to him. And he's definitely onside. And he's cut it out. Pele. Drogba. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a good spell of possession, this. This looks promising. Played it. And a header! And that's a good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's
Oh, he's all alone! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Doué. And he shoots! It's a goal! Just one goal in it now! Game on! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Gerrard. And here's Messi. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Baresi calmly anticipates. And here's Cantona. Now this could be a chance. It is a great chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cantona really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Now it's Cantona. And the shot! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Looking for options for movement. He's in a great position here. Diving header! Cleared without hesitation. And here's Roberto Carlos. Takes aim and... Oh, good climb! And he hits the net! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little...
Goes for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper. And it's half-time. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8.
So we're underway for the second half.
El dorsal 21.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devil.
There's the shot! Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Oh, that's fabulous. Incoming delivery. Doué. Van Basten. Goulet. Zola. Timber promptly onto that, and that is that. Pele. Rijkaard. Now it's Drogba. It's played through for him. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Raul tries to pass it through. Takes a shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
We expected better, and so did he. Best, he has found the way through. Showing good feet. It is a corner, good chance. Corner number 2 then. Roberto Carlos goes short. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Drogba. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. It's Raul! And he has kept it out somehow.
Raul clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Short changes him with that pass. Galatasaray appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Best. Spread out to the left. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Quality ball. Van Basten chasing after it. Now it's Doué. Kajolu. He's picked his way through. Well, they've got plenty back, they can deal with that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Doué stood his ground strongly. Rijkaard. And it's Belletti. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. It's anyone's ball now. Hangs one in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Zola. Baresi. Donadoni, who's set up one goal so far. Van Basten knocks it into space. Oh, that was vital. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Picked out brilliantly. Baresi gets it away. Cafu. Messi. Donadoni. Cantona. Nicely weighted ball. Kajolu gets over and intercepts. Doué. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Messi. Best, a player who needs no intro. Cantona! And that would have been game, set and match.
You could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he could smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Out towards the flank. He is through here. Oh, great leap! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Առաջ խաղն որ ասկսի, վալի։ Դիվիզիոնն որ ասկսի։ Սաղ ուժը։
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Belletti. Some good work on the right flank here. Goulet. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Good ball, good take. Cross into the box. Cafu gets it away. Bergkamp is always looking to break lines. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Batistuta. Rijkaard. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is...
Չէ, ախպեր։ Ես հիմա պուլտով եմ խաղում։ Բայց դժվար անգամ սա կյանքս չեմ պատցի դրանով։ Անգամից վերցի, ապա շատ մեծ առավելություն ես պուլտում գեր։ Joystick-ը։ Ապորը բանը մասը, պոստը բդի խկարանց խաղաց, կտակ։
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running.
He's not the type to hog the limelight, but Angelo Peruzzi is a man I always thought worthy of praise.
Listen to him, few would Cruyff! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. Marquinhos with a definite foul there. Now it's Neymar.
Oh, great feat, that.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Donadoni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Drogba. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And the shot's on here. It's Pele! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Pele is offering a wry smile there.
Pele goes short. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's clever. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Hazard clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
That's an imaginative pass. Pass somewhat off target. Tries one from range! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Still goalless. Now it's Van Basten. Neymar. Nice bit of trickery. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cajolu with the delivery. He's having a shot! Not a bad try by any means. Corner number 2 then. Peruzzi breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. He's under a lot of pressure there. He's picked his way through. Schlotterbeck did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Neymar. And now the breakaway. Marquinhos wins the duel this time. Best.
Madrid genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Ambitious ball here. That pass isn't the best. Timber. Kajolu. That's a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Hazard. Hazard! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, this looks sharp. Goulet for Drogba. Goulet. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, that's fabulous. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Zanetti, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Arda Güler. He's had it taken off him. Ibrahimovic. Best. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, it's come loose. Best plays it in. He leaps for it. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Goulet. Belletti. Pelé. And he's managed to get free. And he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Probing pass. Chips it through. And Cruyff! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This possibly the last play of the half. Neymar is a player who barely... Oh, no question, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. That's it, 45 minutes up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So between them, no goals at all so far.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Down to business again. So neither side has yet broken through. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Donatoni. That's a good ball out wide.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Defending of the desperate variety. Madrid get their fourth corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Zanetti. Ibrahimovic! Cross from Irwin.
That's good defensive concentration. Look, a little variation can't hurt here because they've got no previous.
And now they can spring out of defence.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Knocks it into space. Strong running down that left flank. Pele. And that has left him in a heap. Taken back almost at once. And this is Van Basten. Oh, good take in a good area. Here it is. He's rising! We've got a goal! And the game has liftoff. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter.
It's Ibrahimovic! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Referee's given a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Takes a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Hazard with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Gerrard cuts it out. He's in a great position here. Plays a sharp little ball here. Pings it. Oh, good effort! It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And it's played in. Pele, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Oh, that's delightful. And here's Van Basten. Hazard. Dinks one through. Timber kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looking for a runner. That has not gone well.
Ati.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Well, there are plenty who consider Marco van Basten to be the very epitome of excellence, and it's hard to argue with that, Jim, isn't it?
Certainly is. Everything he did was pretty much perfect. His positioning, his movement with and without the ball, the ability to receive it and turn away from defenders. And don't get me started about his finishing.
For sure, a name to strike fear into the hearts of goalkeepers everywhere. That's been intercepted. Goulet. Drogba. This is a promising build-up. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Has a look and plays it forward. Schlotterbeck calmly anticipates. Edmilson. And it's Gullit. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Goulet kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rijkaard. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Neymar. Neymar, good purposeful running this. Van Basten. Bullish header! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Oh, he's having a go! Ruud Gullit! Oh, it's fabulous! About as smooth as it gets. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Besiktas restore parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Zico has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Tries to pass it through. Decent chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Besiktas with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That'll be a throw. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Goulet is always looking to break lines. Pelé, and no, he's seen through all of that. It's a pretty loose pass. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Zico.
Besiktas really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Now it's Van Basten. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Succumbs to the pressure. And this is Zico. He's shifted. It's Zico! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Neymar goes long. Raul. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Raul, steaming on goalwards. There's the shot! And that's another fine save. It's their second corner of the game. Can he finish? Kadiolu gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's managed to get free. Neymar. Oh, look at the space here. He leaps for it. That's going to go a long way. Zico. Rijkaard. And it's Eto'o. Now it's Gullit. And this is Raul. Timber. Neymar.
Un minuto de descuento.
Drogba. Now that looks a decent ball. Pelé. Oh, that's a fine challenge. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. He's had a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
It is a corner. And it's hoisted clear. Van Basten is flagged offside. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And he's got away from him. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage.
Well, it wasn't a bad effort. I mean, you could see his intention. It just needed a bit more curl and bend to take it away from the goalkeeper.
Pele. Looking here to chip it through.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Doué running with the ball. Raul. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. 60 minutes played. Really fierce, close defending.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's Belletti. He's picked his way through. Nice control. Rijkaard. Little pass back. Goulart will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he shoots! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Barcelona have their second corner now.
Neymar, el dorsal 15. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 18.
Impressive jump!
El dorsal 9.
No, just not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Gerrard. And that pass just didn't quite work. Pressing high and with purpose. Timber. Schlotterbeck. Bellingham. That's a sharp pass. Barcelona will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Nicely weighted ball. Shifted it to the flank. Oh, some astute defending there.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That's a shade optimistic. Adriano. Great ball, and he's in here. Tries a shot! And that has been knocked clear.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
It'll be a throw-in. And he was quick to react. Barcelona could be just about done here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Brilliantly cut out. Nicely aimed pass. Lovely ball. Doué! It's hit the upright. And that could come back to haunt them.
Doué clearly knows that he let himself down there. He'd like another pop at that one, but that's not how it works.
Nicely shaped ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And he was alert to it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Timber cuts it out. Pinged towards the front line. It's just beyond his reach. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Totti. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is... And the finish! Defending of the... Oh, he's been caught on it here! And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. There's the whistle.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
And it's Van Basten. And here's Drogba.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
It's a promising position. No way through. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Basten. Pele. Belletti. That's very neat. Gerrard. Griezmann aims beyond the defence. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's shifting through the gears here. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And the pass is intercepted. Couldn't squeeze it through. Looking for the run. And this is Beckham. Looking for a corner. Corner number 2 then. Wriggles his way through. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Nice physical challenge. Barcelona are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And it's Kadiolu. That's destined for the flank. Crosses it in here.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, super chance for a shot! Gerrard. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Drogba. He has a look up. Good claim. No margin for error there. Narazaki, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Oh, it's come loose. Drogba. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The ball has bounced loose now. Howson makes the interception. Oh, good-looking ball. Pele. Goulet is always scanning the pitch for targets. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Pele, and the shot's on here. A header! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He has found a way through. Nice control. Played into the box. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Drogba at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Gerrard. That has not gone well. Oh, this looks sharp. Timber. Kajolu.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
And he's straight offside. Gerrard. Drogba. That's a cute ball. No, that's been intercepted.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, some astute defending there. First quarter of an hour gone. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he thumps it clear. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Decent chance! Goal! Barcelona! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the...
Right from the top draw, and they're threatening to fly away here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that.
And the shot! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's worked it through. He's picked his way through.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Yamal. Barcelona are 3 down and sinking. Barcelona making some potentially decisive change. Real chance! And a neat finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Cadiolu is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And here's Van Basten. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Now it's Pelé, played back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Defending was strong and firm. Now, what about a counter-attack? Yamal running with intent. Cadiolu nicked it back promptly. And Yamal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cadiolu does well to get it back. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Que obedezcan en todo momento las indicaciones del personal del estadio.
We're on the move again.
Barcelona really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Barcelona get their goal, a bit of respectability restored. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aims beyond the defence, crosses it off greatly! Oh wow, that's crazy! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Goulet, Neymar. Searching pass he's played there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Nicely weighted ball. Succumbs to the pressure. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Arda Goulet. Goulet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's been cut out, well played. Yamal, very much a man of this moment. He has found the way through. It's a good ball out wide. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Pelé. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and he's managed to get free. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Varane did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And here's Hullet. That's good play. And the shot! Oh, good finish! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Maldini gets over and intercepts. That has been cut short. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now it's Hullet. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Yamal proves just a little bit too strong. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Vieira. Stood up well to him there. Gerrard. Pelé. No outsmarting him this time. Saliba defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Well, that is one way to stop him. Threads one in, and he welcomes it in. There's the shot! Well, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Saliba calmly anticipates. Taken back almost at once. Yamal going face to face with his great rival. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And the finish! And that's wide. Belletti. Gerrard. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Neymar. Rijkaard. It's Neymar! Vieira has created one goal already. Couler. Crunching tackle. It's run loose here. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. Now here is a true legend of the game. In fact, some still say, Jim, that he's the greatest number one there's ever been.
The mighty Gianluigi Buffon. Yeah, he might get my vote too, Peter. When you consider his consistency at the highest level, OK, he may not be as skillful with the ball at his feet as some of the younger contenders, but you certainly wouldn't want him lining up for the...
Dropper! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Couler. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Real chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
And it's Neymar. And this is Luis Suarez. And he skips past his man. He's going all the way! Beckham. Can he get on the end of this? It's Van Basten! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. Roberto Baggio. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Now he's running away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that was nowhere near his best. Now it's Van Basten. He has found the way through. Kajolu. Kajolu with the delivery. And he's there to get it away.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Roberto Baggio quietly revving up. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
And it's Baggio. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Pelé! Beckenbauer is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Roberto Baggio. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Gerrard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's found space here. Shot a goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Beckenbauer, well, that is one way to stop him. Beckenbauer really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Oh, good effort! Maicon gets it clear.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And it's Maicon. Maicon's... Oh, great leap! No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Kajolu is looking to influence the game from out wide. Van Basten gets flagged offside. Timber. Belletti. That'll be a throw-in. And that's really well manoeuvred. Played with finesse. Space for him to turn and look. In towards the back stick. Maicon can get it clear.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Roberto Baggio.
Habrá un minuto de
Gerrard.
descuento.
Now it's Drogba. Now it's Van Basten. Yaya Toure. And the referee says that is that for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Some first half thoughts?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to
Cambio
keep
de
believing.
jugadores en el Barcelona.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time.
El dorsal 14.
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't...
Chance for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Chance to shoot! No, just not quite.
Maicon certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel.
Luis Suarez! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Goulet. Now it's Yamal. Great vision. That's a good ball. And he shoots! What a wonderful goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. Well, we've just seen a picture-perfect pass, if ever there was one. Everything about it was right. The weight, the timing, it was just begging to be put away.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Now it's Neymar. He's got away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his right just to keep the attack alive, and it looks like he's going to learn the hard way.
Now it's Van Basten. And the shot! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need...
It's Van Basten! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
That's brilliant.
He's in one-on-one. Great chance! And that's a good finish. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Barcelona have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Pele with the short one. Here's a chance! No, got right underneath it.
Kadiolu most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Just eases him off the ball. And it's Neymar. Showing great feet there. That looks a cracking ball. And a chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Pele in the hunt and looking threatening. Threads one in, and this is Beckham. Beckham finds himself offside. Timber. Inter Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Pele wants to run onto this. Gets a good foot in there. Tries one from range. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Yamal does really well to... Yamal! And that's a sharp finish. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Barcelona are having a ball here. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Belletti. And Gula. Can he latch on to this? Vieira.
Habrá 5 minutos de
Neymar.
descuento.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Good take, and is he in? And he's in on goal. He's had a shot! Beckham. Van Basten. Kadiolu. Tries to pass it through. That ball looks a good one. Oh, what a ball! And the shot! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Decent chance! And with that, the end. Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down.
Impressive jump! That's really well manoeuvred. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Kadiolu charging forward, the ball at his feet. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Goulet. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Look at the space here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Drogba.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He has found the way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And the pass is intercepted. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, this looks sharp. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Rijkaard. Tar spots it and intercepts. So we're still where we started right now. No, that's been intercepted. Kadiolu is one whose deliveries we all know about.
Inter definitely like they're pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
It's a good run down the right. Great vision. Saliba makes the interception. That has not gone well. Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Beckham. Goulet. Now it's Drogba. Beckham. And it's Kadiolu. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Tries to pass it through. Ronaldinho. There's the shot! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Looking for the run. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He is through here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Beckham is always looking to break lines. Thinks about the Romario! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well,
Tries a shot! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, how's that for a class finish?
well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with...
Can he finish? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Roberto Baggio. Passing is crisp and sharp. Saliba. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Romario. And he's... And Romario! And that's a good finish. They are purring, truly purring. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And that means... There's the header! That's it, 45 minutes up. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que obedezcan en todo momento las indicaciones de nuestro personal de seguridad. Cambio de jugadores en el
So
Barcelona.
the action
El
resumes.
dorsal 13.
Barcelona come out for this second half with a different lineup. The manager has made a big call here. Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Rafael Leao. And this is Van Basten. Yamal. Beckham. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Beckham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Tar. Ronaldinho. And it's Baggio. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cadiolu, who does have an assist to his name. Now, can they get him away? Not the most accurate pass.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Romario. Not the most convincing of passes. Belletti. And that pass just didn't quite work. Just about up to the hour now. Now it's Pirlo. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Oh, denied at the last. And we have our very first corner. Pele with the short one. Cadiolu with the delivery. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. And it's Arda Güler. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, he's onto this. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's found a way through. That'll be a throw-in. Cadiolu. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's on it, can he get away? Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Schlotterbeck kept his eye on it, and he's there. Beckham, that's an imaginative pass. Roberto Baggio. Vieira. Ronaldinho receives it in a good position here. Goulet. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckham. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Goulet. Now it's Pelé. And this is Pelé. And he's managed to get free. Incoming delivery. Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Now it's Goulet. And this is Van Basten. Delivers the ball. Oh, good effort! And there's a goal! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Barcelona get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. Can he get it through? Oh, well played, well played. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Kajolu. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Yamal. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's got away from it. And somehow he's managed to miss it. Muscular approach does pay off here. Can he get on the end of this? Goulet. Pelé. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Beckham. He's got away. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Ronaldinho. Goulet. Belletti. This is a promising build-up. And it's Beckham. Nicely weighted ball. And that will be it. Barcelona suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Pelé.
That's going in strongly.
That's gone for a throw-in. Nicely aimed pass. He's a sharp little ball here. And here's Totti. He's got away. Akanji spots it and intercepts. Oh, can he get onto this? Kagawa. Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. Van Basten. And a header! Goal! Barcelona! The first significant strike. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Kagawa running with the ball. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's found a way through. That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. He has kept it out. What great reactions! Turkey with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Pelé. Pelé. Takes a shot! Goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Batistuta. And here's Neymar. Neymar. Oh, good-looking ball. Nicely shaped ball. That is good alertness. Gerrard. Kagawa. Ball is over the line. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Plenty to aim at here. Goes for the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Serginho. Totti. And this is Bale. Flashing. Gets his head on it! He's got a goal! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And that has been knocked clear. Neymar. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, perfectly measured that. Not a hint of offside here. Bale couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Batistuta. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now it's Neymar, and he's managed to get free. Neymar. And that was very necessary. And the counter is on. Neymar. And it's Gerrard. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Neymar. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that's fabulous. That's a throw. Bale. Zanetti.
2 minutos de descuento.
Mateus. Now it's Batistuta. Totti. Gerrard. And Neymar. And it's Neymar. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Kajolu. Zanetti gets a foot in here. And the referee has blown for half-time. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Barcelona are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 13. Drogba.
So right back into the action.
Gerrard. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 14. El dorsal 3.
And he's been shifted off it. Mateus. Tries a deft little ball. And he was alert to it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's gone searching crossfield. Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Neymar shoulders the responsibility. A formality, we're level. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's Batistuta. Can he get it through? Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Bullet looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Pull it.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
It's a goal kick.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
There is some
4.
activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Goulet is the team's great visionary. Mateus. Schlotterbeck cuts it out. Pele. That is ended up in no man's land. Spread out to the left. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Nice sequence of passes. And the shot! Goulet. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Bale. Might be danger here. Batistuta! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. That's a little off target. Totti. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Yamal. And he's worked it through. Van Basten. Oh, he's one-on chance for a shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, sweet feet. Mateus does really well to win the ball there. Out for a throw. Bullet dominates aerially so often. Totti. That's going wide left. Serginho. Now it's Neymar. And he's managed to get free. And this is Totti. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now it's Batistuta. Nicked it back promptly. That's destined for the flank. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Turkey really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Mateus has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Now the delivery. Neymar! And how did he not put that away?
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Serginho. Dink through. Cadiolu makes the interception. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
A
think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Kajolu goes long. Timber. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Habrá 3 minutos.
He's in a great position here. Now, can they... Great chance! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Barcelona now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic... So that's it, it is all over. Barcelona proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle, they know it could so easily... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running.
Clarence Seedorf is good enough to mix it up there with the best on the planet.
In practically every position.
Yeah, he can perform a whole number of roles in keeping with that Dutch trait of total football, and he can have the swaying influence here too. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Kajolu scooting forward. Space for him to turn and look. Hangs... Oh, good climb! Goal! Celtic! And Celtic are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Goulet. Now it's Van Basten. Knocks it out wide. He has found the way through. Hops him off it and wins back the ball. That's really well cleared. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Barcelona are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Gerrard. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Goulet.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Cruyff did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mbappe. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. Kajolu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And the ball is out of play. Kajolu cuts out the pass. Belletti. Pele. And it's Arda Güler. Güler going like a man possessed at the moment. Now the delivery. Defending of Van Basten! Oh, crossbar! And there's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And that has left him in a heap. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
It's Van Basten! Oh, this looks sharp. Mbappe. Mbappe. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's Drogba. The ball has bounced loose now. Doué. Doué will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's been shifted off it. Belletti. Chance! Oh, off the bar! Contact was certainly crisp, didn't quite come off.
Yeah, he certainly hit it well enough. Still, very good technique, though, something he's never short of.
Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Now it's Drogba. Schlotterbeck promptly onto that, and that is that. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Belletti.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Seedorf. Passing is crisp and sharp. Schlotterbeck proves too strong, too smart. Now it's Drogba. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser. I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
It has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And so the action is resumed.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Turan gets it away. Some really good ball movement. Now it's Yamal. Kajolu. Doué. Nice control. And that has been cleared. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. He'll try from distance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Cambio de jugadores.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Goulart running with intent. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Pinches it off him. Gerrard is fouled. He's in a great position here. Goulart. And it's Doué. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Goulart. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal. And it's Gerrard. He won't be happy with that one. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Good running, strong and purposeful. Pull it. Cáceres. Pelé. And Doué. Kajolu. Doué. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Cruyff. Searching pass he's played there.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He leaps for it! Goal! Celtic! And again they hit the front. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and led it perfectly.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
The two
24.
coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Serán sustituidos por
Well, this is what we've been
el
waiting
dorsal
for.
10. El
He
dorsal
is
9.
through here.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's played it back. Bellingham. Van Basten. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the counter is on. Khan claims comfortable. Well, he's done very well to take that back. Belletti. Spread to the right. Belletti. Another chance from a corner. And we have our very first corner. And a chance! That is gorgeous from Raul! That is a gem! An absolute gem! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Struck with genuine ferocity. The ball was there at a nice height, and he was able to hit it with great control as well.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So again, we have parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Schmeichel. That's the keeper's ball. Nicked it back promptly.
Habrá 3
Yamal.
minutos de descuento.
Knocks it into space. Great ball if he can get there. He's picked his way through. Terrific effort! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss will.
And that is as far as it goes. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
Recordamos a nuestros
Van
espectadores
Basten. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. We are, of course, at the future Nou Camp. Given a new look after 4 years of renovations, it is bigger, better, and ever more beautiful. There's the whistle, and here we go. Dunkirk have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add, and it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
Shot, surely! Fantastic from Romario!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, a breakthrough already. Timber kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Messi surely had to know he had the support to his right, and if he didn't, he just needs to get his head up.
Van Basten. Yamal, nicely weighted ball. Just eases him off the ball. The referee's awarded a free kick. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Oh, facing up to... That's rather hopeful. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Now that looks a decent ball. Fermin will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Yamal, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Belletti. This is a promising build-up. Can he get it through?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And this is Gerrard. Another pass, just kick. It's Drogba! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Kajolu. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Schlotterbeck is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Fermin. He has a look up. He's got away. Lofted in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
And the counter is on. He has found the way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Hazard has created one goal already. Hazard stood his ground strongly. He's picked his way through. And he whips... Oh, good climb! Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
Oh, it's unfortunate. Took a touch off the defender, and that can happen.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Drogba gets flagged offside. Oh, it's Van Basten. Yamal. Oh, it's Pirlo. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, can he get onto this? Gerrard. Lopez. That is a brilliant interception. He's played it long. Gerrard does really well to win the ball there. Barcelona are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
And here's Goulet. Yamal is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Azar. That's a little off target. Gerrard.
Arda Goulet.
That was lovely, that.
And he's managed to get free. It is a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. Bullish header! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Van Basten! And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que el estadio dispone de una sala de objetos perdidos que permanecerá abierta entre semana en horario de oficina. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11.
The second period is underway.
El dorsal 21.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter. Might want to be careful there.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good.
Oh, what a mistake! Oh, that's fabulous. Cross needs... There's the header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Pele makes a dash for it. Mbappe with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Now it's Yamal. Well timed, excellent interception. Gerrard.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Goulet. Pele being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Gabriel did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Always goal side. And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.000.
A case now of complete control. Kajolu. And they win it back again. Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that's nice. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Messi. Yamal has it in a wide position. He's found a way through. Chance! And it's in! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Nemecha knocks it into space. Kadiolu. Belletti. Goulet. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well read, nice interception. Dunkirk are looking to break at pace. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Messi. Yamal. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed. Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Oh, easy pickings there. Aims beyond the defence. Mbappe, give him the lift of his goal. 5 minutes left on the clock. Goulet. And it's Lopez. Pele stood up well to him there. Pirlo. Now it's Mbappe. Messi has the space to scheme. Chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And it's Lopez. This looks promising. Mbappe. And the pass is intercepted. And the number on the board is 3. Pirlo. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And the Nemecha. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures. 80,000 it holds. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Now it's Pelé, and he's managed to get free. Pelé with the cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Timber with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And this is Adriano. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Oh, good take in a good area. Goulet. Now it's Drogba. No, he's not getting past him there. Now, can they get him away? Has to be kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. De Rossi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Messi touches it back.
He had nobody else to help out there. There they go, hunting again.
And that's gone loose. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Van Basten. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi is in a really good position out wide. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Ribery has it in a wide position, and it's Maldini. That's very neat. Goes for a shot! Goal, Italy! And Italy score first. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
He is through here.
That was lovely, that.
That is good strength. That's tidy. Neymar. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Messi. Adriano. Now this could be a chance. He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Messi, looking for the run. Now it's Neymar. It's played through for him. Thinks about the chance! And he's stuck it away. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal.
Oh, good line! Goal, Italy! And they get themselves in front! What a header! flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Italy have their lead. He's shifting through the gears here. Has to go back here. Takes a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Delivered low. Kadiolu clears without hesitation. Drogba absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Arda Güler, he has found the way through. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Adriano. Güler. 5 minutes till the break. And this is Neymar. Lovely feet. It's Neymar! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Neymar just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Now it's Messi. And this is Adriano. And he's gone backward here. No way through, so back it comes. And it's De Rossi. Lobbed in behind. Ribéry. That's going across goal. And that brings the first half to a close. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And this is Neymar. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
That is a great pick out. And he's found a way. Eze! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
And there was his third, and Messi! Güler. Pele, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's found a way through, and he's made sure that's not getting through.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Now that's well seen too. Arda Güler. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Eze, who is rarely short on confidence. Italy are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly.
And the finish!
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.000
Ambitious, but just on target.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Maldini. Quality ball. Now it's Ribery. Just eases him off the ball. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. He leaps for it! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nicely weighted ball. Kajolu. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Barcelona have their second corner now. Italy are looking to go forward now. It's a promising position. He's picked his way through. Xavi. Now it's Van Basten. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And this is Messi. Gerrard. And Güler. Pelé. Looking to play him in. Chips it through. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. And he was quick to react. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Adriano finds himself offside. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Stood up well to him there. Gerrard. And it's Drogba. Neymar. And that is exemplary defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Oh, good effort! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, chance for a shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Now it's Drogba. And this is Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that's fabulous. Space for him to turn and look. That is lovely. Güler will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Gerrard. Oh, he's having a go! So, third corner of the game. Italy have the chance to go the other way. Arda Güler. And he's quick to snatch it back. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Maldini. And it's Xavi. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, good-looking ball. Tries to play it through. Now there's a fight. And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. Deep, deep into injury time. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Barcelona give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed.
And that is that. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was...
Ալիքին։